You are walking through a perfectly normal day. The sun is shining, the air is crisp. You are surrounded by the comforting, invisible hum of your daily routine. Everything is mundane. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are safe.
You bring your trembling fingers to your mouth. You press against your jawline, and to your absolute, visceral horror, your teeth begin to shift. It doesn't hurt. That's the strangest, most terrifying part. But the texture is entirely wrong. They slide out of your gums, smooth and whole, cascading into your open palms.
You wake up. Your heart is hammering relentlessly against your ribs. You run your tongue over your teeth. Solid. Rooted. Safe. It was just a dream, but the dread lingers in the room like smoke. Welcome to the Dream Guide.
Let us begin with Western psychology. When we look at this dream through the lens of the modern mind, we are fundamentally looking at issues of control, self-image, and deep-seated anxiety. Think about what teeth actually do. They are our primary tools for biting into life. They allow us to chew, to process, to nourish ourselves. But beyond survival, they are integral to our appearance. They are how we smile. They are how we present ourselves to the world. They represent our assertiveness, our vitality, and our power. When Carl Jung, the pioneer of analytical psychology, examined this dream, he often viewed it through the archetype of renewal and transition. Think of a child losing their baby teeth. It is a necessary, albeit slightly painful, rite of passage to make way for the permanent teeth of adulthood. In this Jungian view, dreaming of losing your teeth might signify that you are undergoing a massive psychological growth spurt. You are shedding an old version of yourself, an old belief system, or a past identity to make room for something new. However, modern clinical psychology often takes a more direct approach: stress, severe, underlying, grinding stress. If you are facing a major life change, a new job, a cross-country move, a breakup, your waking mind might be trying to hold it all together, but your subconscious feels the foundation slipping. It translates that abstract feeling of powerlessness or loss of control into the very physical, very terrifying sensation of your body falling apart. It can also point to vanity and the fear of aging. In a society that highly values youth and appearance, losing teeth is deeply associated with getting older, losing your attractiveness, or losing your voice in a crowded room. If you are struggling with imposter syndrome or feeling invisible at work or in your relationships, your mind produces this nightmare. It is the psychological equivalent of an engine warning light flashing on your dashboard. It is asking you, where in your waking life do you feel powerless? What are you afraid of losing? Now, let us shift our view. If we travel east and look through the lens of spiritual traditions and energetic philosophies, the focus moves away from psychological stress and centers entirely on the flow of energy, specifically regarding communication. In many Eastern systems, such as those that study the chakra system, the mouth and the throat are the physical manifestations of the Vishuddha, the throat chakra. This is the energetic center of truth, expression, and authenticity. It is the bridge between the heart and the mind. When this chakra is open and balanced, you speak your truth clearly and kindly, but when it is blocked, the energy stagnates.
Dreaming of your teeth crumbling or falling out is often interpreted as a severe blockage in this energy center. It is a spiritual alarm bell regarding your communication. Are you holding back your true thoughts? Are you swallowing your words to keep the peace at the expense of your own boundaries? Alternatively, it can mean the exact opposite. Have you recently said something you deeply regret? Have you used your words as a weapon, and now you are experiencing the guilt of that action? In this view, the teeth fall out because the words you are speaking or refusing to speak are decaying your inner peace. There is also the profound concept of losing face, deeply embedded in many Eastern cultures. Teeth are our smile. They are our social mask. To lose them in a dream is to experience the fear of public embarrassment, the loss of reputation, or the anxiety of being exposed as a fraud. This perspective asks you to examine your authenticity. It prompts you to ask, am I speaking my truth? Am I honoring my voice? It is a spiritual nudge to clear the blockages before your unspoken words manifest as physical or emotional illness. Finally, we turn to classical Islamic dream interpretation. This tradition, heavily influenced by the foundational works of scholars like the 8th century analyst Ibn Sirin, offers a highly structured, symbolic, and fascinatingly specific framework. In this tradition, the focus shifts away from the individual's internal psychology and moves outward toward the collective. Here, teeth do not merely represent the self, they are a direct symbol of the family unit and your lineage. The structure of the mouth mirrors the structure of the family tree. Generally, the upper teeth represent male relatives, while the lower teeth represent female relatives. The right side of the mouth often denotes older family members, and the left side denotes younger ones. The front incisors might represent children, siblings, or those closest to you, while the deep molars represent distant ancestors or elders. Therefore, a tooth falling out is often interpreted as a change in the family dynamic. It can symbolize a physical separation, a relative moving far away, or a significant life transition for a family member. But the interpretation hinges on the highly specific details of the dream. How did the tooth fall out? If the teeth fall to the ground or into the dirt, it is traditionally viewed as a somber warning, perhaps indicating illness or a profound loss within the family structure. However, and this is crucial, not all interpretations in this tradition are negative. If the teeth fall completely, painlessly, without any blood, and they fall directly into your hand or into your lap, the meaning shifts entirely. This can symbolize long life and longevity. It can mean that you will outlive your peers. It can symbolize the arrival of a new baby in the family, representing new life being placed into your hands. Furthermore, if you are burdened by massive debt, dreaming of your teeth falling out without pain can symbolize the sudden and complete clearing of that financial burden. It is a beautiful reminder that in the realm of dreams, what feels like a violent loss can sometimes be a profound clearing of the slate. It is the removal of a burden to make way for a blessing.
Conclusion. 3 perspectives. 3 distinct ways to view a universal nightmare. Whether it is the echo of your daily anxiety and a crisis of control, a spiritual call to communicate more honestly and clear your throat chakra, or a symbolic reflection of your shifting family tree and the clearing of debts, the teeth falling out dream is never, ever random. It is an invitation. Your subconscious has bypassed your waking defenses to show you exactly where you feel vulnerable. The next time you wake up, heart pounding, checking your smile in the dark, do not just brush it off. Take a deep breath, Sit with the feeling. Your mind is simply trying to help you chew on a problem you haven't quite digested yet. Listen to what it is trying to
The
say.
Dream Guide.
Sweet dreams, and thank you for wandering through the Dream Guide.